right, so we're pulling into this apartment complex.
I'm saying once you get to the backside, you're going to take that first.
We're live in Richland County, South Carolina, where earlier tonight, Corporal Marks of drug activity.
So we got to call some people smoking narcotics.
Hey, Mark, I'm coming up Decker. If y'all get any scatter, I'll come in from the top side.
Copy. Pulling up now. Get out this guy right here. Ugh. Hey, boss, let me holler at you for a minute. Hey, 808, I got one running towards Decker Boulevard. On Mike, light blue jeans, white shirt, black backpack.
3 on Jake, 2-4, what's Jake?
Hey, he's going to the Decker pawn shop. He's running towards Caliente to the backside. Parking lot. Hey, I need another unit to come back in towards Lilac. He made a left. Hey, why don't you do me a favor and drop that backpack? Why, bro?
He's on the backside, he has a blue shirt.
Mind the risk.
Turn around, put your hands on your back. We'll talk here in a second. Hey, 08, I was 69 one time.
What did I do?
Why you running?
Y'all trying to figure out what happened.
Well, normally, normal people say what? That's his backpack, yeah.
Am I under arrest, son?
No, you're being detained right now.
For what? I have a cigar in my pocket and what?
Behind the supermarket, the
Got
Spanish
ID on you?
supermarket.
Yes, I have an idea. I'm trying to
Where's
figure out
your
what's
ID?
going on.
Listen, because
I
you
ran-
wanted to run. I
ran
said
because I'm trying
stop,
to figure out why the
let me talk to you, and I identified myself, but you want to play the game.
But
So now
I'm
you
scared.
sitting there.
Yes, sir.
Nobody's going to hurt you,
Okay.
but running is what gets you hurt.
Yes, sir. I was just trying to
Make
figure out.
sense?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're here for a reason. The exact area where we were here for. And by you taking off, what do you think I'm going to do?
I didn't. I'm sorry. I did not
Okay?
know.
It's not personal. Just chill out. Unnecessary, boss. Unnecessary. All right? All this didn't have to happen. If I'd have said, hey, let me talk to you, and we'd be on our way. But all this, look, all this, why? Unnecessary. All right? I got people calling and people smoking dope. That's why we're all here. Some people hanging out and people smoking dope. And guess what I saw? People at the smoking dope part because you took off running.
Yeah, sir.
So that's where we at. Okay? 100, straight up. That's where we at.
Yes, sir.
All right? All right, let me ask you this. He's clear? So where you live at? Where's home?
Still, my mom trying to figure out what's going on. Like,
I just told you. All right, I appreciate the work. I got to run a little bit more, so I appreciate it. All right, but what are you running for? Okay, well, then just talk to me. Okay? Well, here's the deal. They're recording the sheriff's department.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dan Abrams, and this is our control center at A&E Network headquarters in New York City. We are live with the Richland County Sheriff's Department, and this is Live PD.
What's that? Who's got the big mouth? Everybody.
Raggedy ass water been out
Come back,
here?
come back.
My makeup is not done.
Down the ground! Tase it! Northbound. 8302.
I would sit her down right here.
You drew really high. You look surprised. Let's go. Shut your door, buddy. Shut your door. Let's go. Good boy. Gonna have to grease that 3 4-wheelers just driving recklessly. What do you give me a pizza for? Man, just let me get away with the warning. Truest thing I've ever heard of.
It's pepperoni and sausage.
Tonight, we are live in Richmond, Tallahassee, Florida, Missoula County, Montana, Lafayette, Louisiana, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Lawrence, Indiana, and East Providence, Rhode Island. We got more than 30 studio. It's Tom Morris Jr., the veteran crime reporter and former Washington, D.C. Special Police Officer, and from the Tulsa Police Department, Sergeant Sean Sticks Larkin. Gentlemen, Richland County, where Corporal Mark Laureano was involved in a foot chase. You heard him talking earlier about Deputy Addie Perez, who we have not seen in a while as well.
Put your food back in here. Here's the problem. You know there's a lot of kids outside, right? Okay, when you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But if you knew that you didn't have anything, then why bother running? But you know, little kids running, that doesn't fly like that anymore. How old are you, 18?
But I got other stuff behind
How
it.
old are you? How old are you?
Man,
How old? What's old? How old are you?
I'm old. I ain't.
You're like, you just creeped over.
I'm not, like, I done did stuff in the past.
That's why we're not talking. Yeah.
We talking about right now.
Yeah, we
Right
talking
now.
about the past.
Kid, when I see the police, I'ma run. Y'all type people hitting me because
No,
so brother
you
with
got-
an association
no,
type.
no,
And
no.
I don't even
They got-
like
you
that.
got-
Do y'all
listen
know?
to me, yo.
But I don't be
Check,
trying
be better than the other person running. Because you got so many kids here, they saw you run, they're gonna think that's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
You don't need that. You don't want the
What's up with the
stuff like
camera?
that. Don't worry about that. That's for us.
This is our PD.
That's for us.
What's
All right, here we
up?
go.
Hey man, what's happening?
I thought you were.
I'm out here. Y'all got me out here and then
Look, I try to
all
put your
PD,
look, I try to put your stuff back. I don't want to put your food in there because it starts spilling.
It's great.
So just
you try.
all right, just say hi to us. I'd rather you say hi to us than start running,
Yeah.
making us gas up for no reason. Come on.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything wrong. Just stop.
This is one of my actual communities that I watch over too. And it's the reason why I go through all the time to make sure I give the kids, you know, stickers and pencils. I want them running, and that's exactly what we're trying to explain to him. You run, the kids see that. Now, if I go through the neighborhood again, they're gonna start running, and I don't want that. I've already established the talk to me. I just gave him fidget spinners last week. Him setting that example of running is not what we want. So hopefully he doesn't do it again.
Were you there? Were you there? No. Were you there? When all those things happened, were you there?
I can't
Exactly.
really tell you that.
Neither was I. So let's act like adults and not use excuses for other things. All right? You have a good day.
To walk away from that scene after a little run. Let's go to East Providence. Officer Mount there has a dog on the loose.
Hey, buddy. Hey. Hey. Hi. Come here. It's all right. Come here. It's all right. Dog. He's a killer. He was running around the street. I was just making sure he wasn't gonna get hit. He's got a mean bark. All right, as long as he's home. All right. Have a good night.
All right, out on patrol with Officer Mount. Doing what he can.
Potential new canine right there.
Tough. Yeah, exactly. All right, as we keep an eye on our 8 live departments, we want to show you something that happened earlier in Lafayette. It was all hands on deck. Bagged a pair of officers during a traffic stop.
Subject attempted to run the officers over with his vehicle. We're with him right now. I'm trying to catch up to him.
There because he has a restraining order against him.
and we were trying to talk to him, and he kept like revving the engine on the truck. So he was, as we were talking to the complainant, we were inside the vehicle with him, trying to get him out, and he took off with us in the vehicle, thrown from the vehicle.
He wound up crashing into another officer for to take him into custody. He had several outstanding warrants. Pretty sure he's gonna have a whole bunch.
That's a guy they needed to catch there.
Most definitely. Yeah, you know, if a guy's got warrants for his arrest and he's willing to try to run over a law enforcement officer to get him.
All right, let's go back to Richland County, South Carolina. This is where Corporal Laureano had been in that foot pursuit with a guy who was about residents complaining of drug activity. Now you got Corporal Laureano and Deputy Addie Perez now going back to look for...
There with his back towards me. And I saw him look back, and he noticed, after he noticed there was an actual police car, he started picking up his pants. He looked back, and he started walking fast. Don't do it, dude. Don't. That's what I said in my head. I was like, don't do it. And then all of a sudden...
I feel like...
Away from Decker. You run that 28 for me. It's going to be 600 related. Papa Lima, India, 252. We're heading towards Cermak now. Papa Lima, India, 252. We're going to be turning left on Cermak.
He's coming right towards us.
10-4, I'm waiting for the information to come back.
600 related, very strong odor coming out of the vehicle. We're going to be taking a left on DuPont back towards Percival. There'll be 600
vehicle for 600
on DuPont back towards Percival, speed 35.
For drugs, and the vehicle's not stopping.
Going back up, Audio Chicos. We're going left on Percival, back toward. We'll be taking it left, back on the long shadow. Speed showing about 35. We're heading back towards Cermak on long shadow.
Lieutenant Danny Brown is involved in some sort of pursuit there as well.
He's on left, heading back towards DuPont. Yes. Left on Lilac.
I'm going the other way.
Patty, go to Percival, go to Percival.
I'm going.
Coming up to DuPont. Probably gonna go left on DuPont. Left on DuPont. Hey, he's gonna film.
Hey, slow it down. Everybody slow it down.
We're 69, what's up?
Good, Mark? Yeah, you're good.
All right, chill out. Okay, it's all over, right? Yes. You got him, Mark?
Yeah, I got him.
He's your suspect, right, LT?
Yep.
Okay.
Good, cut him off, bro.
Yeah, you got it. Hold on, boss. Hold on. No, he's a big guy. Hold on. Let's do this. Turn your hand in like you're praying. Turn this. There you go. There you go.
You got anything in your pocket?
Put your legs up to you. Put your legs up to you.
Peace.
All right, step on up. Step on up. Step up, boss.
Oh, you're a big dude. Is there anything in your pockets that's gonna cut us?
No.
Any syringes, anything like that?
You're not hurt? Nothing like that? You sure? Is that your car? We're gonna find out, so might just be honest with us. That's your car?
Did you steal it? Whose car is it?
Yeah, it's my car.
It's your car? Yeah. Why'd you say that the first time then? What do you keep pushing? Trying to get a belt for?
808, you on track 2?
Hey, Mama, nice. 20, sir.
with this individual. So we put him in the back of the wagon so we can assist. See if he tossed anything, guns, narcotics, anything like that. All right, 10-4. All right, boss, we gotta do some business right quick, okay? Listen to me right quick. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court.
Having a busy night already there in Richland County.
And Deputy Perez.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good to see both of them back. But that's police work. You know, there's nights where nothing is bam, chase, just like this, and back-to-back incidents for them.
And we want to go now as we keep an eye on that, because only something else was happening there. Let's go now to Tallahassee, Florida, because Officer Din there has got a report of a burglary and neighbor chased the suspect into an apartment. They're now looking for that suspect.
He was around here. It sounds like they ran in this way. Let me go verify. The screen's off back here, so that makes sense.
Yeah, Sherwood. You want me to step out once again? He's directly behind you.
I want to confirm he chased them in this door of that building. Is that correct? Straight from his back door to this back door.
Went into the front door, but he noticed directly the apartment behind him.
Copy. Yeah, 10-4. That's my concern.
The victim to figure out exactly which of these apartments the suspect ran into. But we have the building surrounded in case they try to run.
530, we said train utilities for 2008.
Try and figure out which apartment this person may be in. Let's go back to Richland County. Back to there. This is the guy who fled from Lieutenant Danny Brown.
Okay. In the front?
Yep.
All right. On the door side?
Yeah, door compartment.
Okay,
right
I'll get a few.
All right, so he hit a...
Charlie, November 572, Alpha Delta Charlie, November 572. I'm here, Glock.
Oh, wow. So that car, can you lift that up for me? They're my patrol car. So we have some pills, and we have a large amount of powder cocaine right here. A large amount, there you go. And a bunch of marijuana. So he was running for a reason. We'll check everything else out. We're gonna have for our policy, how we, again, we're gonna help send it with all the paperwork.
10-4, copy.
Send anyone?
No.
Not send anyone? Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna go back to again, I thought that he fired a shot.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Danny said it was the car.
Which car?
I guess this one. I don't know. I
He
actually
ran over this stuff, maybe. I'll go back there and check, and then Addie's putting him in the, he's lowered up, which is fine. So he's gonna
I
be.
think he did hit that pole because we saw a spark. He hit the El Cheapo, but something sparked. So there is maybe DHEC. We need to call DHEC to double check that before something blows up.
So that looks like the vehicle that almost hit Deputy Perez as she was driving there.
Huh?
We're not sure.
Yeah.
He fired at us at
But
that
he's
point.
one sneaker, so I'm looking for the other one.
Was he right like that?
Did he go through the cars? Okay, I'll see right now. So he ran out of his sneakers. He ran so fast, he ran out of his sneakers, so he's only one. We were trying to find his sneakers, but we did find a couple things. He did hit a couple things as well, which is, I'm glad it wasn't a person, but kind of try to hide behind that tree. That didn't work out very well for him.
We're live in Lafayette, Louisiana, with Officer Zachary Narcisse responding to a report of a domestic disturbance.
Been drinking, stay away from me.
Okay.
I'm out here avoiding my son.
Okay. So what's going on tonight?
Meet my period.
Why? For what? What's the reason?
For what? About financial problems. Domestic problems.
Okay. He's
okay. I'm trying to avoid that by standing outside. He's on the phone threatening me. He's drunk. I said, please stop me. I mean,
okay. What's some scratches from?
From a bush. me and my girlfriend going to yesterday. It's what you got, a sticker bush?
A sticker bush?
Yeah.
Where y'all went?
Okay.
You have any ID on you or anything like that? No shorts? Okay.
So it sounds like this is a father-son dispute going on here, but that is why Officer Narcisse is now on this scene, getting an account of what occurred. Let's go back.
It's just a matter of financial. They're gonna come tell me to get out of the house. He's been drinking. I don't want to. When he's
Brian, you spell your name B-R. Hang tight right here, okay?
Sure, no problem.
All right. Go speak. Hey, sir.
How you doing?
What's going on?
Just trying to survive. Father Jerry's paid for money. He pushed me down over there in the hallway. Twice. Not just once, but twice.
Okay.
I never pushed you nowhere, sir. I gotta touch you.
All right. So,
Can you have any reference to
so besides him pushing you, what else happened?
That's a habit drink. I drank a couple times today already.
Okay.
But that has another influence of what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to protect my grandfather. He's right there.
Okay.
Mr. Charles.
I'll speak to him. I want to hear from you first.
All day for his habits. He pushed me down twice.
Okay.
He hit my head against the wall in the morning. He pushed me down against the hallway with those two windows right there. He pushed me down against those there today. I didn't put my hands against him. For money and everything again. Him. When he did, he come and everything else. I was trying to help and everything else. He just going against everybody, going against everybody, just everything against everybody, just trying to hurt my grandmother and hurt him. Against money, I had to give him over $100 just against 1 o'clock in the morning. Yesterday morning, I had to give him 60. 1 o'clock this after 1 o'clock. I think 10 o'clock this morning, my grandmother had to give him 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? It gets 1,000.
Okay. So why y'all still give me towards y'all?
It's kind of like every time you don't really know how much further he'll go. Every time he's going to push it further and further, and I mean, you really...
Yeah.
Eventually they're going to give in behind safety, and you know what I'm saying? They're going to give in.
I got you.
And I mean, that's the truth, for their own safety.
He threatens everybody.
Even his own mother. And that's not right.
He hits my grandmother, he hit him out, he threatens everybody. He doesn't know when to stop.
Just do me a favor, keep your hands out of your pockets.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so you've got two issues here. Number one is sort of bad behavior, and number two is possible criminality. Right, when you're talking about physical assault.
And there's clearly been a physical assault. You can see the scratches on the father, which he claimed came from being out in the woods in a bush the day before. But I'm pretty sure the officer did not think that he was assaulted by the father.
Yeah, and we'll have to see if they, in the end, end up believing that. But it seems keep an eye on that. In the meantime, I want to show you something that happened earlier in Lawrence, Indiana. A driver picked a strange place for a power nap.
On into a person down inside of a vehicle.
Recording.
Passed out and not breathing. Or not answering. Pause there.
Copy, plate. Good. So the person pipe run will be Young, John, Victor.
Yeah, and it's locked.
Negative on the 2013 Black Ford to Jared.
Put it in park, bud. Hey! Hey! Taking off westbound. So we would try to stop this guy, and then once we were out there,
They're about 20 miles an hour. 20 miles
took
an hour.
off.
Check, we're pulling into Dickey's barbecue. Clear now, pulling into Dickey's barbecue. Stop at Dickey's barbecue, facing eastbound.
Get out of the car!
word.
Get on the ground. Get on.
Clear. We left signal hard.
What are you doing? Heading home. Why did you take off? Do you have ID? Did you know it was the police down there at the intersection? We're gonna have you blowing that and make sure you're good to drive, okay? Thankfully, he pulled over. Officer Resch did a portable breath test on him, which resulted in, which is twice the legal limit here in Indiana. So he's going to go take him down to the hospital, where a DUI task force car is going to meet with him.
Man, if he hadn't fled, car wasn't on, it could have been very, very different.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times in those situations, officers will actually put their car up in the front if they've got a push bar in the front of it. Sometimes you even put spike strips down ahead of time to make the tires. So that way, if they drive off, they can stop the pursuit pretty quickly.
Let's go back to Lafayette, back to that dispute between father and a bunch of other people in the house as well.
And what is that?
Yeah, but if you look at the issues in the top,
You completely understand that, but as I'm talking to you right now, if we come back over here, somebody's going to jail, okay? Because I think y'all need to handle. Come on now. Y'all can talk. I believe y'all can talk man to man. Y'all can handle this out without having no more altercations. I'm gonna come back out here tonight. Somebody going to jail.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. You need anything else from me, sir?
No, sir.
Okay. Mr. Bryan.
Yes, sir.
If I have to come back out here to complete, I told him the same thing. Y'all both old enough to handle your own business?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't think y'all need the cops coming here. All right?
Yes, sir.
Are you leaving for the night?
I'm going to try to get away. If my mother lets me use the car, we can get away at least sleep, and that won't be no more problems.
Okay.
I'll sleep in that room right there with the light on. He's
My biggest concern is if we leave, they're going to have some more problems tonight.
No,
that's my biggest
They're
problem.
going to actually get knowledge, get the hell out of the yard, so give me some cigarettes. That's it, you know. It's going to be, I need some money to get out of here. The car is empty. They want me to leave. I need something ugly. I got $1 in my account. I need $10 to get the hell out of here. Give me a package. You're going to get away from them. So do that. I understand 100%, sir. All right. Thank you for your time. I didn't mean to put all of y'all out of your way.
That's no problem. I spoke to him and I spoke to you, all right?
I don't need nothing. Y'all have a nice night. And please enjoy your night.
All right,
Be safe.
All right, you too, sir.
Thanks for what y'all doing today. All right. Please get done.
So, it came to domestic in progress. The caller advised that his dad was pushing him down and everything like that. When I spoke to the dad, he was something like that. Drinking obviously is the problem of this house, and they got financing and stuff going on. Mr. Bryan. Mr. Bryan. All right. If he, like I said, okay.
I'll leave with no gas. No money. Not a problem.
All right. What you gotta go do? All right.
All right, so this numerous people there claiming they had just given him money, and now he's saying he doesn't have any money.
And a lot of domestic disputes are about money.
Yeah. Break. When we come back, there will be someone else sitting here who you, the Live PD Nation, coming right back.
That might work since it's a little bit smaller. It's not the cleanest, sorry about that.
Well, that is one beautiful shot there, just to show you the beauty of the buffalo or the bison there. We are there to show you that Deputy Forrest Merrill is responding.
That might work. Here, you hold that, and I'll get the fuel tank here. Trying not to pour any gas on you. I already got a little bit. Nice. Oh yeah.
keys in their car too.
Oh no.
Yeah, isn't that bad?
How far away is home?
Oh, not too bad. Just on highway 2, a little way.
You got your ID on you?
No, I don't know if it's probably in my car.
Oh, that's alright.
Stand up, Doc. We're breaking into your car.
Yeah, that's what we're talking to. Yeah.
I wish I don't have a Slim Jim.
I got one in my car. 30 years.
So you guys know each other? You just pull over to help this poor
No,
guy?
it's my stepdad, yeah.
Oh, right on, right on.
Trust me, if I
Well, I was just on my way to the Verizon store because my phone just stopped working today, so...
Oh, no.
I put it down so I could just call my mom and get a hold of her and let her know I was on the side of the road.
Oh, man. And it's a bad spot to
Yeah,
be.
for real.
That's what first I thought. Oh, yeah.
When they got the room.
Getting an assist from Mr. We go from bison to lamb.
Yeah, very good.
Sheriff of Pinal County, America's Sheriff. Sheriff Lamb, great to have you here in studio.
Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Let's go this time with Captain Burt on a traffic stop there. Apparently there was a vehicle swerving.
Okay, on two out over the center line, they got oncoming vehicles. You something wrong with your car? Are you not paying attention, or?
Paying attention? No, I just thought you were in a hurry because you're kind of on my tail, and so I was just trying to move along with the flow of traffic.
Recall anything like that? You have your driver's license and registration?
I sure do, sir.
Okay.
My apologies. I was just car by Hawthorne.
Right.
And I
saw him.
Limit 35.
Okay.
I always do. Traffic. And here, I pulled here because I thought maybe you were in a hurry. And I go the speed limit on this road.
What I'm concerned about is we have oncoming traffic and you're halfway out over the center line, the double yellow line, on two different occasions.
I remember one.
Okay.
My apologies on that. That's not right.
Yeah.
If somebody's on my tail, I'm just trying to avoid the tailgate.
All right. So let me get this straight. What you're saying is you were paying attention to me in the mirror, and that's why you lost track of where you were at on the roadway.
Halfway legit.
Well, maybe once, but twice it was just. I just want to make sure you're okay. All right. And that's absolutely not so we don't.
That's the last thing you want.
Can I borrow your driver's license, please?
If there's any way at all I could avoid a ticket, my record's just spot. I drive this road from Lolo to 5 days a week.
Out through Big Flat or okay. 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 What happened to your shoes and socks?
Oh, I just got off work and took them off.
Okay.
The dairy department.
How long have you been with?
Since they opened, it's been 18 years.
Okay. How hard would it?
There. In the meantime, I will admit that I learned the difference between a bison and a buffalo because I had to ask which one it was.
What is it?
A bison has a beard, is native, and a buffalo was introduced.
Did you know that?
Did you know that?
I did not know
All right.
that.
That makes me feel better.
So you and I would have bison,
Exactly.
There you go.
Goats.
All right.
Let's get to our crime of the week. Tom, what do we got?
Tonight's crime of the week takes us to California, and it all went down inside their very own headquarters. A 43-year-old woman is headquarters. As she walks away from the window, we can't see it here, but she's then jumped by a total stranger who puts her in a headlock and ending a meat cleaver. The cleaver wielder is now holding her hostage. She forces the woman to sit down and then continues threatening her behind the window, scream for her to put down the weapon. Outside, officers are rushing to the scene. It looks like this woman to hold someone hostage. Nearly a dozen cops are now in the lobby, and one of them deploys his taser. The suspect is quickly subdued, and then it's a very, very short walk to the jail cell. You know, it's shocking that it happened inside the police station, but it's also good that it did.
Released a couple of days ago in its entirety, and it actually happened very quickly. From the time they walked in and they got their little rest team together, they got her in custody
How
very
dumb
quickly.
can you hostage in the
This
police?
is the response you get when
Right,
you do that.
exactly.
You get about 10 guys coming at you.
And you end up on the crime of the week. Correct.
Yep.
There you go. All right, because right there, Officer Erin Bidding is serving as backup. Apparently, there's some evidence of fraud. She's helping out there.
And I still do, please don't put me on it. I still need to check in because my brother and them are still coming and you still need somewhere to lay his
So how many warrants do you have? You got like 10?
You told me I had a couple, yeah.
I think it's guaranteed that you're going to go to jail tonight, pretty much.
Alright, that's fine, sir.
Alright.
But like I just came from court, I don't understand.
What are your warrants for?
Traffic tickets, nothing
It's kind of
big.
like stuff.
Good Lord.
So the story, the story is the clothes in the back of the car belongs to somebody else? Is that what y'all...
No. I said that the 3T stuff and my kids. They're my kids. They're not stolen or none of that. They're my kids. That's why I said I'm just gonna let y'all call.
Well, why don't we have you stand up if it means everything else is hers?
And you could pick out the 3T stuff without looking at it, I'm sure.
I sure can.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
All the 3T toddler stuff is hers. We'll see what happens there. Live PD in our 8 departments with Sheriff Mark Lamb.
Don't look at it. No, that's the point of this whole exercise is the fact that if you don't know the size...
I'm looking at the size, not the...
I know, don't look at the size. That's why I'm telling to make sure we're going to test and make sure that you know that those are all 3T.
Stop. If you happen to drop your foot, it's okay? Do you understand what it is I want you to do? Sure do. All right. Go ahead and begin.
Back with Captain Burt in Missoula, Montana. ID test. Apparently, he said he'd had half a beer. This is the guy who initially had no socks and shoes on. Said he was on his way back from work.
Yours is like this. I need you to keep your legs down and your hands are coming up. You got to keep your hands down at your side. Okay? Go ahead and begin. Tricky. 1003. Continue going until I ask you to stop. 1004, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1012. Can I switch feet? No, it's okay. Come over here and have it rest up against your car again for me. Okay. Based on all of my tests that I've done, I have reason to believe you've had more than half a beer, okay? Absolutely have. The nystagmus test, and then the other with the walk and turn test, and the one leg stand, and then on 2 occasions crossing the center.
Trying to get out of your way because you were kind of on my tail and not to be defensive.
Well, and we've gone through that a little, so you kind of acknowledge the fact that that didn't make a lot of sense. That
the one time I remember for sure.
Okay. All right. Well, when my partner gets here, he has a portable breath testing device. Okay. We're going to read to what your requirements are pertaining to taking a breath test and what the penalties are for not doing so.
All right, so Captain Burt, what happens? In the meantime, let's go back to Tulsa, Oklahoma, back to Officer Bidding. This is where there were all those clothes. The woman was taking out all the toddler-sized clothes, saying those were hers.
Actually, you do have stealing in your background.
Who do?
You did.
I have a warrant for petty larceny for failure to pay. No, run the thing.
Yeah, you got back when you were younger.
I'm 25, 26, 16,
What'd you go to
17.
prison for?
I didn't go to prison.
You didn't?
Hell no.
Well, your problem tonight is you've got like 10 warrants. Okay? So is that fair? Okay, so this officer here's going to put handcuffs on you. And we're going to, okay? You can cover up.
I'm about to come down there.
Okay,
If she doesn't go to jail,
I'm turning this in for hold for owner.
yes, sir.
But you're going to have to bring a receipt to get it and all that.
Yes, sir.
So So here, we're gonna take all this stuff that we suspect, but we're gonna turn it into our property room. We're gonna have our retail crime unit take a look at the stuff. If they find out that it is, and if they find out it is stolen, then they'll put a case on you because you claimed it all, right?
Right. Yes, right.
Okay. And the little spice and all that stuff, are you gonna take credit for that too?
No, I mean, I'm gonna have to. It's in my car, but it's not mine. So I just told him that I gave someone a ride the other day, and she left it in my car.
Is she going to jail?
So she's got. Why are you asking me that? She should be asking me that.
If she can get my stuff, if you can, and myself, please get my phone, if anything.
Okay, so you want to ask me if you're going to jail or not?
All right, it is time for Officer Hill there on a traffic stop.
Warrant for the tag. For the windshield. All right. Hey, yeah, your windshield jacked up, man. How'd that happen?
A deer.
A deer? You hit a deer? That would explain, because I was about to go to the hood. Where you hit the deer at?
Blakely, Georgia.
Blakely, Georgia? What you was doing up there?
I was like...
I'm just being nosy, man, because I'm curious.
Straight, I was just driving. Yeah, went to go see him. I was coming back to Tallahassee.
You was scared, weren't you?
Yeah, it was
when you
cold.
hit the deer? Yeah. So, everybody in Tallahassee living in Tallahassee right now? I mean, all of y'all in Tallahassee living in Tallahassee? Okay. I'll type to come back with information, all right? Your license is valid. That's good. I'll give you a verbal warning for the tag, all right? Yeah. But it's a warning, so the next time you get pulled over, what happens? All right. And we ain't got to do all that. I know you sending money. Hey, look. There's 3 people in this car. Y'all help the man?
I just got a dog. Yeah.
How many girlfriends y'all got? Because I bet you got like 3 apiece.
I got a girlfriend. She in Georgia though.
He need to get up with him, right?
Yeah, I just got a dog for real though.
Where you working at?
Where you working at?
Where you working at?
My number, look for thing.
All right.
Let's go back to Tulsa, back to Officer Hellberg there, taking items that they suspect may have been stolen.
A ton of shoplifting stuff from different stores within the Tulsa area. We've got anything from kids' clothes to adult clothes on them. Come over here, all the clothes still have these on them, the security. And these are just coming off as we're going through the security devices and our just basically shoplifting. This stuff's really frustrating because these stores lose always pushed back onto the buyer, the citizen that's got to pay the prices for their on a little Adidas jumpsuit. So it's just a huge issue right now. This is $80. And they just have, I mean, this is what we found in the back. They have...
So where were all these clothes that have all the tags on them?
In the back. This was before he even looked in the car.
He doesn't have to.
But he came over here for it. He didn't even tell me that
there's been a couple of burglaries of vehicles.
He said, and he came from that way. He said the black car. If he even looked in the car and seen anything, he said something about it.
That's because we've been looking for somebody who's been stealing from cars.
Yes. I just pulled over there. The other officer, I showed him my receipt. I just left them all. My receipt said 644. It's 644. And I just left them all at 644.
I don't know. I don't get the logistics.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. I hear you. So.
Why are they doing, when did they start back doing this?
The documentary. Is it city warrants?
Yeah.
Go to the courthouse Monday morning, put yourself on the dang docket. Yeah, that's all you gotta do, and they'll set you up on a payment plan. Just put yourself up on the dang docket so you're not getting caught up and getting taken to jail for a couple of city warrants. Like, it's so easy to get set up on a payment plan and to continue on these payment plans so you don't have these warrants.
So let's be clear, she's got no this woman who is sitting there. This is really just a conversation about what happens next here as they continue that investigation down there. She's saying she did absolutely nothing wrong. We shall see. Meantime, let's go back to Missoula, back to Captain Burt. You know what? And he passed.
Okay. All right. I want you to do me a favor. My partner's gonna write you a ticket for driving with the right chain of tickets for crossing the center line, okay? Those are the traffic violations, right? Crossing the center line on 2 different occasions so that we can make sure you and your car get home safely. All right, go ahead and have a seat in your car.
He just happened to have that half a beer still with him when he was pulled over, right?
Right.
Yeah.
First time we've heard the half a beer admission.
Yeah. All right. As we keep an eye on our 8 departments live, I want to show you something happened earlier in Tallahassee. Police came upon it wasn't smoking, which apparently was a big problem.
Did you see the accident, or you just rolled up after he was already?
I didn't see the accident,
okay.
But the car was already flipped over.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thanks for stopping. Police 734 dispatch, will you stack a Scambia and Columbia on me, please? You all right, buddy? You need EMS or anything?
I'm trying to find my cigarettes right now.
It's, I don't want this thing to roll over and hurt us anymore. We'll get them to you in a minute. What happened, partner?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I turned, and then an idiot in a Mustang cut me off, and I went right into the curb.
Registered to you, partner?
Yeah.
Did you lose consciousness or anything, buddy?
No, but that's it.
You want EMS to check you out or clean you up? It looks like they're right here anyway.
I mean, if they're right here...
Yeah, they're... Let's, what are you trying to get, buddy? Because this is what I'm scared of. You reach in here, this does not go in it.
I just want my cigarettes. I just need, you know...
Okay, well, we'll get you squared up, but going in here is not a safe decision right now, okay? Live on you, you're trapped. We'll get you your smokes out when we get the tow truck here. Is he gonna go? Okay. We've got a DUI officer en route based on his slurred speech. Tow truck's coming. We'll get the vehicle snatched out and let the DUI unit take over.
I'll be objecting to everything that happens if the car falls on me. I just really just...
Okay. No, if there's a question that the car could roll on you, okay? No, you're not going to go inside the truck right now. What I am going to ask you to do is if you'll participate in field sobriety exercises. Okay? All right. If you're ready to begin and you have no questions. Good? You want to start over? Do you need a moment to compose yourself? Oh, I can't give you a cigarette.
If I can have a cigarette and you have...
Continuing these educations is
no, what I'm saying is...
Depends on whether or not I'm gonna let you have a cigarette. That doesn't make any sense.
What I said is, from the fact that I just crashed my truck in a ditch.
Okay, and I can appreciate that. However, smoking a cigarette could stimulate you and make you more nervous.
Do you smoke?
Okay. No, sir, I do not.
Do you smoke?
We're a tobacco-free agency.
Exactly. Smoking does to one person that smokes his entire life.
So are you refusing to do any more exercises?
If that yes. Okay.
Once he's a breath sample, he has to stay at least 8 hours for a DUI, and then he can go start trying to retrieve his property from the tow company here. Criminal process of the driving under the influence charge.
Live in Lawrence, Indiana, Officer Bishop pulled over a vehicle there on a traffic stop.
What's going on, sir? Hey, man, your little plate light back there is broke. Do you have any idea about that?
Yeah, man, the holder is actually broken, so instead of me pushing it up in there, I need the plate.
Okay. All right, man. Where you headed?
Right down the street here to my friend's house.
74.
Where's that at?
Okay.
Negative on a black 2002 Chevy.
Is this your car? Okay. Do you have your ID on you?
No, sir, I do not.
Why not?
I just left the gas station.
You know, do you have a valid license?
No, sir. Actually, I do, sir. I just don't have my ID on me.
But you have a valid one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and just take off your seatbelt and hop out for me real quick, all right, man? You're not in any trouble, but I just want to talk to you outside the car. I'm going to pat you down for weapons real quick. Is that okay? What's all this? I don't reach.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, just tell me what it is. You mind if I check? You don't mind if I check? Okay. All right, bud. You're just being detained, okay? You're not in any trouble. But there's a skip. Huh?
No, sir.
Okay.
Anything else illegal?
No, sir.
Step back here for me, bub. You want to go ahead and go through it if you see the scale? Andre.
You want me to help him?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
The lady that was just up there at the gas station, that's my girlfriend. Could one of you guys dispatch her around here, please? I already know what's going on. I don't have a phone or anything on me, but that's my actual wife, my son, and my girlfriend.
Well, you're not going anywhere right now, man. Like I say, you're not going.
I just want her to know what's going on because
Well, you probably, if that's all that's in the car, you'll let her know yourself here in just a minute. We'll release you, okay?
All right.
I'm not about to, but you look faster than me, and I'm not really trying to test it out. So, all right, Andre, what's your date of birth, man?
It was talking to the driver here. He observed what appears to be a digital scale in plain view. So I checked the vehicle, make sure there's nothing else in the car that shouldn't be. And then we'll go from there.
Buddy, I didn't double lock those cuffs yet either. So
Let's go to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Officer Daryl Ross there, responding to a report of an assault in progress.
Waiting on a cop showed up. All right, so what's going on?
No part of this. Y'all tell him don't get stuff into this.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna go check on my son outside the apartment.
What's going on? All right, if you're not a part of this, good luck, man. Be safe.
Apparently, the girls were early yesterday morning. What's their daughter? And their daughter sucked my and I'm like, you got I have an old lady and I have a son. And I'm with my old so they lied to me saying my wallet is over here because my wallet came up.
Young lady, did you call?
Yes, I did. I was walking past, coming out, like I normally do, come out to the sidewalk, and I saw it happening. I quit beating him up, and I told him to my brother, I'm cops now.
You're in pretty good shape to have been beat up by 10 people, man.
Dude was a lot. I'm like, nope, I'm calling cops, because I don't want to fight. I have
Okay.
2 kids.
Okay, all right.
And I told him, please.
Because the other day my wallet came up missing. I had $825. They lied to me, said my wallet's over here. So I came over here to get my wallet,
Okay.
and that's when they came at me like that and started saying all that nonsense and tried to chat me.
All right, do you need IMSA?
No.
Do you have any injuries?
No.
You were a very good fighter.
Yes.
I mean, really good people.
No, 4.
Okay, see?
There was no 10 people.
Come after
There was only 4 guys.
After me.
Okay, so how can we help you tonight?
How can
I want
Realistically.
I want my son and my old lady.
But you can't go back over them.
Call them.
I don't have a phone.
Quick trip.
I don't know their number. They don't get my sister go over there and get them.
Okay, do you know someone over there? Are you supposed to be over there? Do you have a phone number?
I would do.
Then you can.
I told him, I said, if you come back on me again, because I know the girl who herself
So
yesterday.
they was at my house and they went to some other people's house. And next morning, so
All right.
that's great.
All right. A big part of what we do is basically, right? Your initial call, you kind of made up some stuff, right?
I
10
didn't
people.
say 10. I didn't
Yeah.
say 10. I said
I heard the whole conversation.
So what you did was you created a false call.
I did.
That's not cool.
I did.
All right?
say 10.
Because then you have to put people in danger.
People
Right?
on him, fight him.
False report, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told
He
him.
understands.
Well, I said
Right?
there was
You know,
people
that ain't cool.
on my brother's
You can go to
fight
jail
him.
for that, dude. I'm letting you know that now. I went to jail for
I'm gonna get your information real quick. Look at, but I can't. Yeah, good deal. Brother, you have any ID on you, man?
No,
All right.
no, he don't. They They stole
All right, so clear why, because they, at the very least, vastly exaggerated, if not made up, what had happened to them. Back to Lawrence, Indiana right now, back to Officer Bishop, who had pulled over that vehicle. Turns out the guy has...
I think I came out at the wrong time. I didn't find nothing in my car, man, so they let you know I'm not that type of person, man.
You just actually, like I say, I'm not, even though I gave you the chance 3 times, I'm not going to give you that.
All I'm asking is if you got someone important to let her know what's going on. And I'm just asking on the secret, man, before I go. That's it.
Nah, man, I'm all out of favors. Fresh out another case over the scale, and the lying to me 3 different times. You'll go ahead and kill the key.
Somebody close my wife, let her know what's going on.
I had him hanging out.
So you don't want to waste her time like you wasted mine? Is that what you're saying? You see how this is but respectful to you?
Right up underneath.
You lied to my face 3 times, man. Now you want favors. I don't play that game, man.
What's that?
Go on. Handcuffs running towards 42nd. Gray sweats, red hoodie.
We gotta make custody.
Help!
Hey!
Help!
Don't run!
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. You're breathing just fine.
Well, you're breathing just fine when you're running.
I can't breathe. Somebody help me, man.
Stop.
Somebody help.
Harbor Crest, please.
But now you just screwed yourself. You told me you weren't gonna do it, man. You sit there treating me like
Yes.
You done, somebody help?
Hey.
Man, you hurt my leg, man. You little girl out here. Bro, you hurt my leg.
Maybe you shouldn't have ran when you left.
My leg, dude.
So we were talking about the fact that very often you guys were saying you can read the body language of someone before they run.
This was a hard one to read, you know? Like Sticks and I were saying, he was gone.
Yeah, I mean, usually there's clues if someone's going to run. They're going to have the darting eyes. They're looking for their path. They're going to get away. And you'll see that the whole time he's out. He was cool, calm, and collected until he knew he was going to jail.
And Tom, the fact that he was in handcuffs.
With his pants sagging around his knees to run that far.
Let's go back out.
Get up.
In the car.
Oh, man. Why y'all gotta do me like this?
Do you like that, right?
Huh? What are you gonna do?
Just advise when the car is to use caution.
Alright, so
Any car not arriving, 42nd Harbor Crest other than 30.
it's hard to run when you got cold. But apparently decided he wasn't ready to go to jail.
30, clear your in-service.
Took off running in handcuffs. I don't know how he thought that was gonna work out. We were able to get him about a half block up the street.
Getting in the stop, Officer Bishop had mentioned, I don't want to have to test my speed, in effect, against you, which is quite a coincidence. Our 8 departments are coming right back.
I had a feeling that was going to happen.
Personnel throwing items at his...
Live in Richland County, you can see there Corporal Laureano. The Brooks are there, pulled over here for an illegal tag.
Well, like I said, let's see what you got here and what you got there, and we'll go from there, okay? All right. Anything that hurt, check her here as well. but she's saying her ID should come out of Illinois. Is he running? Hey, he's running. Ma'am, you got luck. You can go.
215, step me some backup, please. That's Malcolm and Thorndike.
So right now we just had a vehicle collision, and the other vehicle just took off. So it's a hit and run at this point. So we're trying to catch up. It was a Hyundai. It was a brown or like a bronze color Hyundai.
It was like a grayish pattern, smaller sedan, grayish pattern.
I don't even know if he hit the highway or not.
Just punch it and get up there.
Break. Papa November Echo 665, Kia Forte. You're on Trenham Road.
You got kids?
No. 671 time.
You wouldn't have went to jail for that. Accident. It wasn't intentional?
I know it's an accident. I tried to stop, but he wouldn't stop me. By the time I could come back.
Was that your ID down? Say that again?
Hey, I'm gonna go back to the...
Yeah,
you don't see 215.
Let's get on one side. Advisor 69, not 67. She's 56, right?
We don't know yet.
The insurance, that's why she ran.
Oh, then 22, I'm sorry.
You gonna go back to the other car?
Yeah.
You got her vehicle.
808.
Yes, sir. I apologize if we stepped on anybody. I really am. I apologize. We're gonna be signal 18, number to 2 notch. Across from one of the Exxon gas station. I'm gonna go back to and make contact with the other party, make sure they're signal 18.
Accident. You didn't have to run. You wouldn't have went to jail for insurance. You would have got a ticket.
808.
If that's true, that she fled just because she didn't have insurance, example of a terrible choice.
A very, very bad decision, and she's just added a serious charge of fleeing and alluding to the accident hit and run.
And vehicle, it almost felt like she was moving forward. And this comes, of course, as Deputy Perez, just back from maternity leave, by the way.
Right. Corporal Oriana goes back to the scene of the original accident. If the person that was hit in that hit and run is injured, that's going to be a felony. Felony hit and run as opposed to a misdemeanor.
We'll keep an eye on that. In the meantime, let's go to Salinas, California, because Officer Musket there is responding to a report. Officer Adams is already on that scene there. That's him there.
Which car is it? Center, suspect is now walking on the sidewalk northbound towards Russell Road. Where's she? You still see her?
Yeah, she's right down the left-hand side of the sidewalk.
All right. Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. Does he have keys so we can clear the inside? Did you see her? Do you have a key for the house by chance, or? No. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. I just would rather not.
Yeah.
Going through the window. So it looks like the suspect fled, and officers were able to apprehend her. So we'll try to clear the residence to make sure nobody else is inside. Hey, Mike, if you want to cover me, I'm just going to check the door, make sure. Let me check the door, make sure she didn't leave it unlocked. See if she door unlocked. Yep.
All right.
Just make sure nobody else is supposed to be inside.
2.2. Here. Confirm there's supposed to be nobody else inside the house. Jennifer, are there any hazards inside the house? Dogs, animals? Yeah, I can't tell you.
There's a little cat right
Okay. There's a window. She went through one of these two windows.
You want to get Mario in real quick?
Yeah.
We'll wait till they say that there's a hazard, whatever.
Yeah, Vina, come over with us.
Is he gonna be out with her? Right.
They're out with her down there.
The lady flagged us down, said she went that way.
So the homeowner here apparently saw someone trying to break into his home on a security camera. That's why they're there. Let's go back to Richland County, though, now. Remember that this is the scene of that hit and run. Perez now searching that vehicle. Remember she'd said something about smelling a liquid there.
Yeah, this is the cup she was drinking. Hey!
Region 2 unit.
I don't know how long she drank this, but this smells. To do, smell it. It was on right here. Right in this.
Beer.
Came back clear, but the license is suspended.
First off, I'm not gonna yell at you. I'm not gonna do all that stuff. Okay, it's done. Since you were in an accident, I'm gonna call you an ambulance just to check out. If you decide you don't want to go with them, that's fine. But you were in a pretty good, and I don't even know if you hurt the other person.
Try to raise the traffic unit, please.
Because if you hurt the other person, you're probably in some trouble. You're in some trouble, but more trouble. Okay. I don't know yet. I got other people. It's on the side of the road, right there.
Yeah, the gas station.
Yeah.
But the car just slammed on brakes and like stopped in front of me.
Then why'd you stop? Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you being honest. But like I said, I'm gonna get you an ambulance just so they can check out, make sure you don't have no concussion to you. All right. But I'm still gonna do it because you hit that car pretty hard. Looked right at you. I heard the whole screeching tires and boom. Okay. Well, at this point, even though that might have been the case, who looks like the bad person? See what I'm saying? Okay. So just give us a minute. If you don't, if you're okay, you're okay. All right. All right. Give us a minute. All right.
K912. 1057 is going to be at 7505
Okay, so we were initially on a trap and felt that this circumstance, this situation was much more of a higher priority.
We'll have them pull in.
Stop in haste, if you will, to come take care of this. Thank God we were able to catch up to her. She doesn't appear to be intoxicated, and that she doesn't have insurance, so she just got scared. Of course, she blames it on the other person, but saying that the other vehicle just slammed on the brakes and she looked good for her right now that she took off. So we're gonna have a traffic unit try to get up, come to our location to see if we're not intoxicated or under the influence of any narcotics, anything like that, and then get her an ambulance. And she did have a collision, and then we'll see what's going on. All right, so she's being detained.
We gotta wait.
Where Deputy Perez had just been searching the vehicle of that woman suspected in the hit and run who fled because she didn't have insurance.
So we just got some clarification in reference to the take care of this, considering that it was a hit and run. So they're able to put the vehicle that got hit along with this vehicle fleeing the scene. So they're gonna come to this one as well. they'll make the arrest and things like that to make sure they put everything together for their reasons, which is perfectly fine for us. We know it was able to at least catch up to the vehicle, because if that person is hurt, she'll be responsible for those injuries or anything else in her damage her vehicle as well. Hopefully she has insurance, so to make sure they have insurance. Honestly, when you was on that side, I was like, where is this thing at? Where is this thing? I was like, where is it? I was like, where is this brake? I was trying to get the car. She-Hulk, like, let me get this car. So I'm glad you found it, because I was like, slapped her in the head, like, just get out of the way. Let me just look for this thing real quick. Good stuff, though. I thought she took off on the highway. I was like, I don't know if I can find it. And honestly, she was in the number 2 lane. I was in the number 1. And then I see, the thing is, I didn't see it. Like, I know it was a dark gray and a small car. But once so side by side of it, I saw all the damage. I was like, oh, there we go, take off. But I guess the car wasn't stopping either, so.
She's talking there about how, I remember it was the car was rolling there. One of the critical questions, again, which you mentioned before, is going to be about injuries on the other side, because the charges she could face.
That would change it substantially.
If there's significant injuries.
Yeah, correct, yep.
And I think she has no insurance, so I think that may have been resolved, at least according to the driver herself. Right. Mm-hmm. As we are keeping an eye on that and our other 7 departments, earlier in Tallahassee, police pursued a car that appeared to be stolen.
All right, I'm hanging back. I'm trying not to set up to go north on Dewey. All right, running this tag as it turned back. I'm waiting on Colin. So we're trying not to push him because he's going to flee. We don't have a helicopter set up yet. All right, we're northbound on Dewey as we speak. Can you confirm signal 10 CDA? Kind of gotten on to me that I was behind him. He just turned east on Dunn now. Hang back. Let's see if we can just see if we can get him down into a neighborhood or something and get a bailout. It's not within our pursuit policy to pursue stolen. I mean, hopefully we didn't spook him that bad, so I was trying to hang back because they know we're not going to pursue just for the stolen car. So they'll just, what I try to do, and we get other officers, is try to hang back, not pressure them too quick to start fleeing until we can get enough off to kind of pick it up, and hopefully after they see enough of them, they just ditch it and bail. And once they bail, you know, we can get a K9 tracker. Okay, they've got it over here on Epperson Street. Down here? Hey, Pod, let's just move up and clear it real quick. Clear. Which one? This one right here? With the tent, I couldn't get a look at the driver. If y'all want to walk down in Bolo, we're good. Pipe in the car. That's fairly recently. You actually see some of the crystal still in the stem. Oh yeah. Decent amount of some powder. Probably cocaine. Maybe a user amount of powder cocaine left in the vehicle. Nothing else of evidentiary value, really, but we pulled the case that had a known officers actively boloing the area. We've got some known addresses for him. We got people sitting on, and so hopefully moving forward, he'll pop out on somebody's victim who had his vehicle stolen.
And so they found the vehicle, and now they got to keep investigating there.
And that tactic actually worked out. It paid off, and the owner will get their car back.
Yep, and that varies from department to department.
But the guy won't get his dope back.
Right. Let's go back to Salinas. This is where there was that report of a burglary in progress. Someone literally saw on their surveillance home, called the police, caught the suspect. They just cleared the house. That's Officer Musket.
So in the house, a neighbor across the street,
straight up asked me if we were here for a burglary. At that time, he advised me it was the owner's daughter. He saw her come out of the house and made a statement to the effect that as we got closer, he then advised us that she was still walking down the sidewalk here on the left side of the street, which we had officers go out with her. Approaching the house, the front door was unsecure. You can see where the window screens are tucked behind the bushes, which with front door. Looking inside, I couldn't see anything that was glaring that had been rifled through or removed.
So it seems it was the neighbor who called that in. Let's go to Lawrence, Indiana. Officer Bishop now looking for the wife of the guy who... I just want my wife to know. I need to tell her. Officer Bishop looking for her.
Let her know. Well, homie Andre.
Oh.
7-4.
7-4.
Some 42nd Franklin.
With her body.
With the van.
34 is any injuries.
No injuries, just minor. Driver's side.
Is clear on that one. I'll be around.
I ran out of gas, it wouldn't turn. Oh.
Pretty car.
Damn, man. Oh.
Your power steering went out?
Yeah, it wouldn't turn.
I saw you.
I'm like,
man, look at that.
I pushed it to the service that she was stopped down there at the light down there, and I didn't make it the next one.
Yeah.
I pushed her.
Dispatch
and,
reporting.
Pushed her fast enough, and
She's got a head of steam, and
she couldn't hardly turn it.
that was evident.
Yeah. She couldn't hardly turn it. She was out of gas, so I just put her to the service until she gets some gas.
All right. I have a supervisor coming, so we'll have to. Do you have your ID and insurance? Lawrence, can you go ahead and copy a plate?
So it seems that guy's basically saying that he was pushing the woman's car because that's why she couldn't properly turn her steering wheel. See if Officer Bishop accepts that explanation. Officer Ross serving as backup there. They've detained someone suspected of smashing car windows with a hammer.
So, customer called in and said that they witnessed two individuals breaking a window of this car. He says,
look at
when
that.
I came out, this gentleman was holding a hammer and a couple things. There's some stuff in the back. He says that he bought the car and getting stuff. He says the vehicle's not registered to him because he just bought it.
That's
Some
surprising.
purses and stuff in it. But I had
Who's bleeding? I see blood on the
yeah,
hood.
himself when he broke.
Is he in cuffs right now?
Yes, they're both in cuffs.
Awesome.
I don't have him in cuffs because I don't have an extra pair of.
Okay. Hey, look at that. Face that way.
Yes, sir.
Put your hands together like you're at church. Man, is there going to be anything that's going to cut, poke, or scratch me? Any needles, blades, or anything like that? No drugs, nothing like that. Nothing's going to get you in trouble, nothing's going to cut me.
Let's get in a break. We are live in Indiana, Louisiana, South Carolina, Montana, Oklahoma, Florida, Rhode Island, and California on what has been a busy night.
This gentleman has cut himself using a hammer to break into the window. He said it's his car, and what's your... And he is the Uber.
He's the Uber.
He's the Uber driver.
Has he been lighter?
Back live in Tulsa with Officer Daryl Ross on smashing car windows. Don't need just a report, you can see it right there. There was someone in custody there, but the person seemed to be saying that they...
So this car had been here for 2 days, huh? A whole bunch of junk. Let's see. I see an axe. Put some gloves on. You missed the axe, Nick?
You what?
There's an axe. Yep.
Yeah, I did see that. He had the hammer in his hand with this ball, you know. That put it down.
So we're gonna see what we have, what evidentiary stuff we have here. Oh, look, a toaster. Not bad. The handle's real loose. This will not pass on Forge and Fire. Oh, look at that. Ho ho!
Because it pulls out to do that. That's nice.
The handle's still really. This will not pass on Forge and Fire. I'm. All right. So.
I don't have pockets.
All right. Whose name is this car supposed to be under?
It was going to be under mine.
We got a.
Derek was here. Yes, sir.
Derek, you have idea? Why are you wearing a shark costume, Derek?
Sir. I like it's sharp.
I don't even know how to handle this thing.
Thanks, man.
Wow. So we have a shark with an axe and a hammer. Yeah, just so you guys know, this only happens in my area. Maybe in the entire country. All right. So this is yours.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you're right. You don't.
Ross got it for you.
Huh? You got it. Thank you, bro. Adam X-Ray Williams 039.
So it seems it's not just there are a number of people there who are being detained in connection with the windows broken. Let's go back to Lawrence, Indiana, back to Officer Bishop. Remember, he just got hit by a car in a gas station, run out of gas. There was another car pushing it from behind.
No. Somebody give her a push, though, and she come at you like...
We're pushing about 3 miles per hour. All right. We have to do that involved in one of our cars.
You're not married to a guy named Andre, are you?
All right. That's good.
I locked this dude up. He said his wife was up here, and he was begging her. He actually ran from us, wanted to let her know.
What?
And I thought you came at me for some, like, take that.
No, man.
I saw you staring at me. I'm like, man, this girl. It happens. Accidents happen. You're already here on private property, so we're going to save you the impound. So you understand you could be issued a couple citations. If you're driving around with no license, no insurance, police cars are not the one to aim for.
Not y'all. Don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, you've been cordial and everything. You got the little guy here. I'm not going to have you guys out here walking, so we'll save you all that.
Come help you?
Yeah.
I get a high five, bud? All right. All right, we'll get you some gas and have a light. Plus, you're probably all shaken up right now, so don't be driving. All right? Well, yeah, Sarge came. We'll go ahead and do a crash report, and then we'll have to do the supervisor. We're not going to give her any tickets. I mean, technically, she wasn't operating a motor vehicle. The engine was not on. We're going to let her fuel up, get a licensed driver, and get her out of here. Hopefully, she gets some insurance, but that'll be addressed through our insurance company.
Three of us in studio just nodded appreciatively at Officer Bishop's discretion there. Let's go back to the shark who was detained along with a couple of other people suspected of breaking windows with a hammer and maybe even a sword.
Couldn't find them.
Canvas, yeah.
Yeah, Canvas Walmart.
Ask
Then we
customer
decided
service.
to get camo and shark with a hammer
Have you ever had your
of
girlfriend
a car that you
bitch
can't
at
prove
you
is
for 2
yours.
days? You know what I mean?
What's your girlfriend's name?
Huh?
What's your girlfriend's name?
Yeah, I tell you, she's man, like, I don't really know her. I really don't, man. Like,
So, you don't, man. How long ago?
They've been through a lot together in a short time. So, get to is how we can prove this vehicle. You had permission to be in this vehicle.
I don't know.
What's in the trunk? How about that?
Nothing in the trunk.
This vehicle is yours.
No, I have no idea. You got any paperwork that says this is my car, that I can break into my own car? Because here's the deal, man. It should not be just not in some other parking lot, but you can go to town on it, right?
I understand.
But if it's not your car, you come in and break from a vehicle.
That's why we broke the window.
Along with your. What? What? Right?
I've heard.
I don't know.
You know, you said burglary along with any point.
Because you're the Uber driver, so whatever they're doing, you're part of it, right?
I mean, if you rob a bank and you're the ghetto head, then that's the crime. Do you want me to look for the owner, or have you tried to?
I tried to see if there's anything else in the glove box that might be a different person from the person that I saw.
So he's saying it's his car, but he can't prove that it's his car. Now they're looking to see if they can find anything in there that will disprove. And of course, I should have said there was an axe there, not a sword. Let's take a break. Live PD, right back.
No, I'm just asking him, so I don't get the deal.
This is some shenanigans. Dude, you have a knife and an axe sitting right inside the door. Weapons of war.
Medieval. But yeah, you can check my
Man, do I need to know about anything else in my poker? Like,
something, but I'll tell you right now, the registration is in the visor of the driver's seat.
It's David 301. I'm going to need 2 vehicles for transport. One guy's wearing a shark costume.
Come on. Can I get this uncuffed so I can at least eat my corn dog and my egg roll?
I do not want to be.
No, why would I do that for a combat vet? Why would I do that for somebody who's this country and almost I want to hear that you
Guess
didn't
what?
Grow the
Grow up.
Thanks for helping you get your car out.
All right.
Walmart.
Now, here's the deal. Here's the deal. He's misunderstanding the situation. He's misunderstanding
You're
the
taking me
situation.
to jail for breaking a window.
He thinks that right now he is in charge. He is not in charge right now. He doesn't understand.
Saying that I'm in charge.
All right, so there are 2 cars there, and there was a broken window, and there was a report. They have been saying that one of those cars is theirs, and that the truck belongs to one of those 2 guys. So in essence, that they've done.
They're gonna wrap it up, make it look cute like a bow, and then we'll go from there. Does that sound fair? Matthew, I'm still trying to figure. With all that in mind, I've read you your rights, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Read you your rights. Outstanding. Do you want to talk to me now? For a second. I scare you? I'm the friendliest cop this side of like New Jersey, bro.
I don't know. Jersey's got some pretty.
Say it.
You're a Philly guy?
I'm a Philly guy, yeah. Huh?
You're a Westie?
No, South Philly.
Oh. Okay.
I know where the real cheesesteaks are, not that
That's
Pats and Gina. Just
okay.
say.
I've been to Jim's. All right.
All right. So
No.
all that in mind. I read you your rights. You understand? And I'm trying to figure your part. But if you will too, I want you to keep your rights in mind.
Yeah,
Do you want to talk to me?
what do you want to know? My part in the whole thing?
Well, I gotta know. I need a yes or no before we go any further.
You're scaring the crap out of me.
I am very friendly. He's not scared. He's kind of tired.
That's what scares me about the whole thing. You hear too many
This is a
words.
shark outfit.
I don't know what's going to.
Oh, no, I can't talk to you. You refuse to answer questions, so we're good.
Let's talk. Privately. Let's
All right.
talk.
Do you mind watch these guys for a second? Let's talk to you.
All right.
Looks like they may have jumped the shark there a little bit.
Land shark.
Yeah.
Land shark. Usually the canines are referred to as land sharks.
Yeah.
So that's a new one.
But this remains a bit confusing there because the cars and the shark appeared to be almost passing out by the end.
He's out of water.
All right. All right. Let's get to our wanted segment. Tom, what do we got?
Tonight, the NYPD needs your help to find a young lady who's recently.
Hi, baby. Hi, I love you.
Visitors are at the Bronx Zoo, and lucky for her, it's not feeding time. Her name is Maya Autry, and according to zoo officials, what she an unlawful trespass that could have resulted in serious injury or death.
Did you tell her to get back?
Probably not serious.
I told her.
She also paid a visit to this giraffe, and it looks like they made a connection. But her week didn't end there. NYPD officers They didn't know who she was then, but they certainly know who she is now. Let's take a good look at Autry. She's black hair and long cornrows. She also has a nose piercing and could be wearing a gold chain with the words love. And she apparently also is Maya Laree Israelite. If you see her or know where she is, please call NYPD Crime Stoppers at 1-800, that's 1-800-577-8477. If you see her, call 911 immediately.
Israelite.
Yes.
I don't know Maya, but I know Queen Israelite.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she has 2 names.
Right.
4 names.
All right, let's go to Salinas, California. He's backing up. Someone's detained there, but apparently one person fled with a pipe. That's all we know.
So I guess, is it Scooter?
Yeah.
I guess he went out with one, this guy, pipe in his hand?
Yeah.
Where's the pipe at?
I didn't have the pipe. He had the pipe.
Who has a pipe?
Black shirt. Bald.
Okay, then why are they saying you were walking away with something shiny in your hand?
The bag I have, I think I left dips in there.
Where'd you dump it at?
I think I might have, it's not right here, sir. Somewhere over there to the liquor store and close the water tank.
Ran into the liquor store?
Well, I
It's in your pants?
Black bag, sir.
It's what?
It's a black bag that says thank you on it.
Black bag that says thank you.
A little unclear exactly what happened here, but obviously this person had fled and they suspected he had a pipe. In the meantime, let's go back to Tulsa, Oklahoma. 2 cars and the one with the broken window, and the question of did they actually own the cars? Officer Ross is there.
So, right now, we actually managed to make contact with the owner, and I'm going to keep on looking into another. He's something inside of his pants, his shark pants. So it turned out this guy might be assault that happened at a McDonald's in Texas. So, but for right now, we're going to have him for unauthorized use of motor vehicles, claiming to have possession of a vehicle that's been reported stolen. And his, all right, careful, bro. What's going on, man? He's like, I'm out of here. He's claiming to have possession of a vehicle that's been reported stolen. And said when my partner talked to her that she didn't give anybody permission to take the vehicle. So it's going to be weird. So he's going to be an unauthorized use of motor vehicle since he's breaking into the same vehicle as well. So that's 2 separate felonies. And since this guy was helping him, he's going to be charged with burglary from a vehicle. And right now we're going to wait for, hey Paul, what's up? We're going to wait for the owner to get here. And, hey, baby shark.
So the car was stolen. And now they've got much bigger problems on the broken windows.
Thank you.
Getting a break.
So,
My PD's coming right back with our 8 departments.
Witness with the hammer, contact asset protection. Deputy Clear comes out, detains these guys until we get here. If you go on the other side, and there's an axe that was on the ground as well. So. You're going for a second, let me finish. Is there anything on you that we need to know about? I swear to God. You want to swap cuffs out so that we can get a deputy back his cuffs?
Yeah, I have shorts underneath. No pockets in there. They're like real thin, so like I do have a
guy. Alright.
Yeah, can you tell me what's going on?
Oh, hang on for a second, bro.
For possession of a stolen vehicle there.
Alright, I gotta get down to your pockets.
There's no pockets.
There's no pockets, only shorts. Okay. Alright, we're gonna pop this off for a minute so we can do a cuff swap.
Can we just take it off, please?
So,
can you tell me what's going on?
You're being arrested for being in possession of a stolen vehicle.
Okay.
It's called unauthorized use of motor vehicle, and it's a felony, so you're being arrested.
And now, what you're talking about?
So there were 3 people on that scene. He's being arrested, One other person's being arrested, but the guy who has been released with no charges. It's the guy in the jean jacket. As we keep an eye on that and our others in Montana, a report of one of the most common types of car accidents, and it didn't involve two cars.
Responded to a vehicle accident, vehicle hit a deer. This is a pretty common call for us here in Montana. We actually have either a deer, elk, moose. When they come across the road, they try to jump to avoid the accident, and a lot of times they'll come to injury to the driver or passenger. All right, so we're coming up on the crash now. Looks like we got maybe a bunch. Is everybody okay?
Well, he's still upright. So.
Well, that's good. Can you tell me what happened?
Out of clear blue, a deer. I never saw it, and all of a sudden, boom! It was right there. I didn't even have dead center. All the bags exploded and all that.
So there was airbag deployment stuff?
Oh yeah, totally.
So how long have you lived in Montana?
4 years.
74. So you know this is a pretty common occurrence.
Yeah.
How many?
It's never ever happened.
4 years?
Yeah.
You are the luckiest guy I know. So who was with you? Your wife?
Just my wife. She's
okay.
Sitting in the car. Yeah.
So she didn't get hit by the airbag?
They got all of us, you know.
Are you doing okay?
Yep.
Okay. The airbag didn't get you, hurt you?
A little tiny bit, but, I just kind of, when it came, I was worried about it coming through the windshield. No, I think I'm fine.
Okay.
I really do feel fine.
He said you hit harder than those airbags do. That's all right. I'll go find out how long it's going to be for the wrecker, okay?
Okay.
And I'll find out who it is. Okay. If the animal is not tore up too bad, they actually have a salvage law where you can get online, you can get, and even though it's not hunt season, somebody can come along, claim this deer, take it, and process it, and use it as food. Not too bad, so somebody may come along and claim this deer and eat it.
And Sheriff Lamb,
even in the desert, we still have them, and it's sad to see an animal beautiful like this go, get hit by a car, but it happens all too often. And they can go for people. Obviously, airbag deployment on this, so.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Lafayette to officers. A person apparently passed out, and it looks like that is exactly what we're seeing.
Hey, my man. Yo, you all right? Yo, Lafayette Police, you all right, man? What you doing? You just sleeping on the ground like that? You all right? What's going on?
All right.
4:31 off.
Have a good night.
What's code for? Hey, my man, you all right? Hey, stay down. You good? What you was doing, my man? What you took? You need a kid to come check? Huh? I want a kid to come check you out.
No.
Yeah. You sure? Live at? You cancel Katie. Huh? What happened? You just wanted to fall asleep right here? You can stand up, my man. You can stand up. Where you live at, my man? Indiana.
Congress and Bertrand,
Huh?
attack Lima Delta Foxtrot.
You don't know.
60. Lima Delta Foxtrot, 20.
Well, the good news is he wasn't driving. Take a break, Live PD. Come back with our 8 departments, 32 live feeds in a moment.
Yes, sir. Or you can go to jail. One of the two. Listen to me. All right? You know, you go to jail. What you drunk tonight?
I ain't drunk nothing. I'm totally fine.
No, you're not totally fine.
Hey, get out of here.
You gonna have to talk to Acadian. Let them know what you did. Oh.
Back live in Lafayette with Officer Zachary Narcisse. Came upon a guy passed out on the ground, treated or go to jail.
What you smoke tonight, man? Huh? He was just laying on the ground. Did a sternum rub on him. He woke right up. He barely could stand up by himself, so I'm just having the kid come check his vitals. If you want to go to the hospital from there, that's fine, but just to check Texas. So, he was just like that, right, laying on the cement. So, I think he's homeless. So right now, officers responded to a suspicious person, black male thing. He was breathing. I was able to do a sternum rub on him. That got his attention, got him awake. As he drunk, very intoxicated. He said he lives in Texas, but we're in the state of Louisiana right now. I don't know how he got here. I'm gonna have a Kenyan come check him out, the ambulance, check his vitals. If you want to go to the hospital with them, then that's fine. If not, then hopefully he'll be cleared by them. So.
All right, let's go to East Providence. Spotted someone who appears intoxicated on the side of the road. Officer Cute's also there.
I speak a little bit.
You do?
Yeah. What?
I'm going home if you let me.
Where do you live? Do you live in Providence?
Sick.
Oh, in Providence.
How many cops do you need to see a stupid drone?
We just want to hang out with you.
Hang out with? I guess so.
Well, we got to figure out what we're gonna do. He was trying to shake my hand.
I don't think we can just let you stay here. You turn around, you get tattooed by a car walking down the street. I'm gonna get in trouble. You know what I mean?
We got to get in a break. This has been a wild night here. To a deer, a land shark, a giraffe, a lion, a pair of Crocs, a dog, and in studio, a lamb. Armin's coming right back.
No.
Westminster Street?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
That's a little far. How'd you get here, Ed?
I was.
Do you want to go to the?
Okay.
We're live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Officer Aaron Bidding there has been called in as a female assist on a traffic stop.
So do you have drugs on you?
No.
No drugs, just a pipe.
Wait. That's not my. Oh my God, no.
Not yours, huh?
It was in her bra,
no,
the
not
left
that
side of her
mine.
bra, underneath her arm. Left side of her car. Okay. And are we putting her in your cage?
We are out of time. A special thanks to Sheriff Lamb for joining us here in studio. I'm Dan Abrams, Forrest Jr., and everyone here at Live PD. Thanks for watching.